What's up, YouTube? Dropping in today with a topic that's close to my heart as a teacher, um, and it drives me nuts. So I thought I'd drop in and tell you why and what I'm talking about. Basically, I'm really, really tired of entitled kids coming into the school thinking they can do and say whatever they want because, quote unquote, we can't tell them what to do or punish them in any way that they care about. Give you an example. This past week, I had a parent contact me because their student got a grade that was below what they thought was satisfactory. Basically, wasn't an A or B. This student didn't do any of the work, mind you. Their parents did, and I could tell that. It was the parents writing. Long story short, I knew it was the parents doing it. So when this parent was called out on this, they said, "Oh, they were there. I just wanted to write it so it was neater." I said, "Okay." So I went ahead and assessed the student on, this happened to be maps, and they didn't know any of the countries on the map. The next day, after the parents said they just wrote for the student, they didn't know any of it. And we've studied it in class. So basically, I made a phone call, and they denied it and said their child just must have been tired. And that if I assigned any detentions or extra homework, that they wouldn't do it. They said they wouldn't have them do it. They wouldn't make their kid do it. Okay, it's late in the school year. We have a couple weeks left. Whatever. But what I'll tell you is this. You can do that now. You can make things really easy for your kid. And you're right, I can't do much else other than assign a lunch detention or an after school detention. Obviously, can't touch a child. Can't even act like I'm going to as a teacher, because nowadays you would be fired and lose your license for doing anything deemed inappropriate, no matter how good your intentions are, even if you're defending yourself. But that's for another video. So basically, their kid got a poor grade, but they aren't having them do any of the work I sent home, and they won't let them stay after school for detention. They won't bring them, won't pick them up. So they'll just go along their way, and their child smiled and thought it was hilarious and gets away with this in middle school. What they're going to find out is, in the real world, all they're doing is hurting their kid. They're not going to be able to go to their job and say something to their boss because they're, "Oh, I don't like the way you said this or that. Oh, you can't fire my kid. Blah, blah, blah." Yeah, they can. In the real world, you aren't going to be there to babysit your kid and coddle them. And they're going to actually have to put forth an effort eventually. So, just a quick message to you today to don't coddle your kids. Teach them to respect their teachers and elders. And I'm not saying every teacher and every older person, just ones that are trying to help your kid. Ones that are trying to make your child a better member of society. Not every teacher is a good person. Not every elderly person or older person is a good person. But please teach your child that most of us teachers are trying to help them out and prepare them for the future. And that we have to be accountable for our own actions. And that there's nothing in life that's easy, and you can't just not do something because you don't want to. That's not the way life works. You may get away with it early on, but that's not how life works. So just teach your kids respect. Hold them accountable for work that they do, and that school is their job when they're in middle school and high school. Let them know that, if your teacher tells you to do something, just do it as best you can, put an effort forth, and move on. End rant. All right, have a good night.